We had a request.
Mrs. McLeod keep asking me all these questions. She's always trying to find out, not just about men, but about women as well, since I grew up with so many female friends and learned so much in the game over the years. And I love to bestow my knowledge and wisdom. All right. Well, Mrs. McLeod got a request. So she's bugged me to death about it. And I finally gonna answer the request. So go ahead, Hope. What's the deal? What wisdom shall I bestow today?
The question is, why won't a man commit? Why won't he marry you? Why is he running you through circles? And why? What can I do to make a man commit that says he does not want to commit to marriage?
Well, you can't make it with you. There are things, that get you there. Yeah, Mrs. McLeod has heard. Hope has heard this a lot over the years, and quite a few of my friends have heard it as well. It's called a mama moment. You got to realize that most black men, very unfortunately, grew up without their fathers. So mom was mom, dad, and everything, friend, so forth. My mom and dad divorced by the time I was 2. Well, actually, married, divorced, remarried, divorced again by the time I was 2. So my father figures were my grandfather and a lot of uncles and so forth and eventually my stepfather when my mom remarried that taught me how to be a man. However, I spent quite a few of my first years, and still even after she remarried, mom was the one. And so mom taught me, how to live in this world. So you as a boy, as a child, you grow very attached to your mom. And people talk about mama's boys and all this and that, and there are different degrees of it, but even if you got a child that's just so bad he won't nothing mama say, he still loves his mama. So when he becomes a man, he's looking for a woman not to necessarily be his mama, but to be there in his time of need like his mama would be. When you go and you fall out a tree like I did, and you got a gash in your leg, and you hollering and screaming, and everybody from a mile around can hear you, and mama running up the street, Lord, baby, Jesus, my baby. You know that's mama.
Oh, okay.
So men have to have that mama moment. They have to feel like you are the one that's going to be there for them through thick and thin in their time of need.
Okay.
And you don't know when that time is going to be.
Okay, now let me stop you right there, because some women think that time of need is, oh, he's struggling, I'm gonna move him in,
and we black folk, we all struggle sometimes. What kind of shit is that?
But I'm gonna move him in till he gets on his feet. Is that the mama moment you're talking about?
Hell no, I've been in that situation. No, and once did I think that, you know what, she the one because she gave me a roof. I had other roofs I could stay on. That's not the mama moment. Yeah, mama.
Give us an example of a mama moment. Can a woman create the mama moment, or does it have to come natural? Is it
It has to come natural.
It has to come natural. So she can't create the situation for the mama moment.
You can't, but you got to be there when it happens. If you're not there when it happens, if you miss out on your opportunity, you might be shut up. You might be done because it doesn't happen all the time.
Okay, is there an age limit to the mama moment?
Nope.
So mama moment could be
happen anytime. You can be 48 years old and never have had a woman other than your mother or grandmother or immediate family member be there for you in that type of situation, and boom, that could be the first time someone outside of your immediate family has done something for you like that.
Has been there and done.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yep. And it could be as simple as, don't get me wrong, it doesn't have to be something grand. Okay. It could be something.
Give us an example.
It could be simple as something as simple as making my favorite meal without me asking or knowing about it.
Okay.
All I know is I'm sitting there eating this fried chicken and be like, it tastes like my grandma's fried chicken.
She the one.
She the one. For some people, it's as simple as that. For others like me, hard headed, who's in them streets for a long time, you got to save my life. So to give y'all, and Hope has heard this plenty of times, and my friends have heard this plenty of times.
I just realized this about 4 or 5 years ago.
She never knew. She never knew when that mama moment was. She never knew when I chose her to be the one. And it was when I had surgery in the Army. Get my tonsils and adenoids removed at the age of 21, I believe. 21, 22, close to 22. I was 22. Yeah, and simple surgery, but they didn't close the sutures up well, so I was bleeding and didn't know it, and swallowing all this blood, and eventually spit up a blood clot the size of my fist, and walked out. I remember it was a day surgery, so went in, had surgery that morning. Hope picked me up, brought me back to her and her mom's house. I was in the back sleeping, got up and showed them a blood clot sitting in the towel. They of course jumped up, oh Lord Jesus. So they took me to the emergency room back at the Army base, back at the Army hospital that caused the problem. And I go in, and of course I sit down because I lost so much blood. I found out that I had become anemic and almost needed a blood transfusion, all for a damn adenoidectomy and tonsillectomy. And so I'm sitting down because I'm just drained from the days of travails. But go there. See, this is exactly why I don't want to do stuff like that. Black folks don't know how to turn their phones off. Here's the start. Anyway, I sit down in the emergency room. Hope Robinson at that time proceeds to curse everybody out in the emergency room. He is not sitting down. We are not filling out any fucking paperwork. Blah, 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 blah. Say that. It was worse than that. And this and that, she showed him the blood. Like, this is what he spit up. Da, 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 da. As I was sitting there half dead, I knew she the one. That was a grand scale mama moment. That would be life-threatening or life-saving type situations. It just has to be something that makes the man, that hits a chord with a man that says, you know what, this mama material here. This mom, this grandma. I mean, you know, it could be hood version. It could be, hey, she bushed upside the head with a 40 bottle. You're like, you know what, mama used to do that shit to me all the time. You know what, girl, I love you. You know, that shit happens like that. You know, it's different for different people. But that's usually the case. Now, the reason men don't settle down is varied. I mean, it's different. We're simple beings, but you know, it could be a number of reasons why we don't settle down. It could be friends that's still out there telling you about, the game still strong, man. Stay in the game, and you don't want to leave the game. Some guys don't want to miss out on what might be and not paying attention to what's there in front of them. But a lot of times, and not to make you ladies think that your man's cheating on you by no means, but a lot of times it has to do, with just the two of you. And what I mean by that is you've created an atmosphere and a situation that's very comfortable. So why change? And yeah, he might sit there and say, yeah, we've been comfortable for 8 years. He's really not going to change. If y'all have been living together for 8 years and you haven't got married, what does a ring mean? Have you ever heard that? That's what he's thinking. Is that he's comfortable.
Is there a time frame? Like living together, should there be a time?
That's not really. There's not in his eyes, no. Okay. There's never going to be a time frame in his eyes. Okay. Y'all can do everything in terms of making a family, and he still doesn't feel that way. He's still not going to put a ring on it, as they say, or lock it down. But a lot of times it's the comfort level, and why change a good thing? Why mess up a good thing? Girl, we happy. What you got to come in here with all this drama and mess for?
What about
I'm trying to eat my chicken. Trying to eat my chicken. Trying to eat this nice dinner.
Obviously, it wasn't mama chicken because he still ain't married, so it wasn't good. They wasn't like mama.
Well, mama chicken might not have been the best. So it got to be. It has to hit. Like I said, it has to hit a chord. It has to hit a heartstring. It has to bring back some memories or bring back some nice thoughts.
One last question. What about ultimatums?
That shit don't work. That shit don't work.
So ultimatum.
You can threaten.
Y'all been together 2 years.
You can threaten
either
me.
We get married or gone.
You can have 8 kids by me, and you can threaten me all you want. All you will have are those 8 kids. I can walk out and start a new life. That's how guys. I mean, not everybody thinks that way, but in the end, that's how they get. If they have to walk out the door, if they have to get out, you kick them out, you give them an ultimatum, and they end up going out the door. I assure you, they typically aren't any regrets, because they're going to look at it from the negative side. They're going to look at it from the fact of the things they're going to start focusing on the things you didn't do. So the fact that you tried to force them into a situation they don't want to be in, and it's not that they don't want to be with you, and it's not even that they're afraid of marriage or long-term commitment. It's just that I'm happy where I'm at. You made the bed real nice. What? You don't want me to lay in it? Now you want to change up the sheets? You want to get a new mattress? I just broke this mattress in. Now you want to get a new one? Oh, see, no. You want to get a tight one. You want to get an old tight mattress. What? Or a hard mattress. See? This mattress so soft. See how this mattress been? Girl, we've been laying on it for 5 years. Made good love on that mattress. Now you want to get a new one.
Okay.
You can't change stuff up. Like, you can't change that drastically.
But how do
you can't change that drastically and that quickly.
Okay.
I mean, it could eventually happen. Regardless. I mean.
So do you just drop him? Do you just move on?
Sometimes. I mean, that's different situations.
So 2 years he ain't trying to marry you. He ain't saying nothing, but you want to get married. Why are you laughing?
Let me say, if you haven't had that moment, that mama moment within those 2 years,
okay,
then you're probably okay. You probably still got a chance. You just gotta gotta have that mama moment. I'm serious. I mean,
so you have to put yourself in enough situations where that mama moment is possible.
Yeah, and I've seen dudes, and that don't mean follow him everywhere, but cause them to have a car accident. So you go out there and save him. Don't do no shit like that. But I've seen, friends, family, and colleagues, associates that have rushed into marriage, and you see that a lot. They go ahead and get married because they think it's the right thing to do, or they want to, or they know that this girl is the right girl, or this lady, this woman is the right woman, and they don't want to lose her, so they try to lock it down until that moment, and we're gonna wait till that mama moment come. The mama moment gonna come, and a lot of guys don't know about it. They don't think about it. It's subconscious. Some guys truly do. You got folks who say, "Man, I don't want nothing near my mama. My mama drove me crazy." Yeah, they do. They love mama with them. If mama was in his life, and especially in this day and age with so many single moms, mama is who I'm looking for. Good, bad, or indifferent. But a lot of times, brothers look for the good. If mama was the worst mama on earth, she made that 5-piece of chicken every Sunday. That 5-piece of chicken is gonna be what she just like the one good thing about me. But yeah, you can't rush him. You can't rush a dude. You can't give him an ultimatum. At best, an ultimatum will get you in that situation, like I've seen some friends do, where they go ahead and get married. They sitting at the altar looking, with the forced smile. It's not that they don't love you. It's just that they were comfortable, and you shaking up the sheets. Yeah. He was sleeping on silk. Now you want to get cotton because it's pragmatic, because it makes the most sense. And he don't like cotton. He don't want low thread count. got to at least give him high thread count cotton and work towards it. The really, you know, strong, durable cotton that y'all can sleep on for 2 weeks in a row but without cleaning.
Ew.
Yeah, I know.
Okay.
Something like that. I'm just saying. Yeah, this is all figurative.
Okay.
Symbolic.
He's has a lot of figurative stuff. So that was a request from somebody. If you have any more requests, he likes requests. That's the only way I could get him on here.
I made me get on this.
I did, because everybody hears about you.
And I can go on and on about it.
We know you can.
I can go on and on about it.
Thank you guys. We'll hopefully have some more episodes of unsolicited advice.